Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this Super 7 Ultimate review, we're going to be looking at Action Master Bombshell. So in this video, we're going to have a look at him and all these accessories, how you can use them, and which I've just seen and worked out, you can do a fantastic homage to his original Generation 1 self. I've also got the original Generation 1 toy, which of course is different, but the accessory again is a beautiful homage to that. I'm going to bring in some other Super 7 Ultimate figures to look how he displays with them, and then I'll bring in a few other figures as well, just to give you an idea of the scale and size of these. So as I start to move all of these out of the way, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. Now, I've already, just as you can see, started to unbox him just to speed the video up slightly. So what he comes initially packed in is what I would class, I suppose, as an outer shipper. It's just this literally cardboard box, nothing written on it apart from that. Then we've got the beautiful actual, I suppose, real packaging for the figure, which is this here. It's stunning. You've got obviously the lovely artwork there. It's just like a foil, I suppose, blueprint or whatever you want, a schematic of course, Bombshell on the outside, which looks amazing. Now, again, you've noticed that it says Decepticon, it's got the faction, and it's got his correct name. That is because the brilliant thing about Super 7 is they're licensed by Hasbro and Takara. So what they can do is exactly that. They can use the correct names, use the correct likenesses, and indeed give us the figures, I suppose, that we want, especially with this. Look at the beautiful reflective sheen inside there. Just updating figures, which is just such a cool idea. Then you've got this clamshell here at the back, which has two sets of extra hands. I've got one here ready, and indeed Needler at the back, which is brilliant. And as I said, I didn't really realize, and I'm annoyed at myself, you know, to the extent of, I suppose, how good these figures are. Because again, I was a little bit, when I first saw them, I was thinking, well, they don't transform, you know, they don't really interest me. But since I've reviewed YOLO Park figures, 3-0, and now quite a few of these, I genuinely think these are fantastic. And as I just said, it is exactly that. It's just an upgrade of this figure. It just is. It's just a massive upgrade, not just in scale and size, but in everything, in articulation. And I'm going to come back to this little guy in a second. The head will spin around a little bit. It'll look up and down as well. It's on a ball and socket joint. Arms will go all the way around unrestricted. You can't really get the T because, of course, these bang into there. You do have a shoulder swivel, a bicep flexion. There is wrist swivel, and there's loads more articulation in the wrist because you can change the fist, which I'll show you in a second. You've got full waist rotation, which is great. This particular one even has ab crunch as well, which is great, so you can pose it even more. The legs, this is one of the only sort of figures where you're able to get near enough the splits. A lot of the others have huge skirts which tend to get in the way. These ones actually don't. Yeah, that's got to be the most articulated one with legs that I've reviewed so far. You've still got a thigh mini cut. It'll move a little bit. It's not really supposed to. You can see it's just how it's fit around there. You do have a knee bend, and you do have an ankle tilt. Does it rock as well? No. Yes, it does actually. You've got a little bit of tilting and rocking going on there. So yeah, this is just a giant Action Master, and Action Masters have always split the fandom because some people don't like them for the fact that they don't transform. However, what they've also included, there is your Generation 1's gun, and there is your Super 7 gun. You can see there, it's just, I want to say homage, but it's not a homage. It's just an oversized, bigger version of the original gun. Again, they're allowed to do that. They've got the licensing, so I love the fact that they've done that because it looks so good. And what I want to show you as well is his Action Master gun, which again, there you go, look, just again oversized and indeed bigger. And what I've learned from doing the Megatron G2 video is that it's much easier to take the fists off and then put the weapons in the hands rather than the other way around. So this is one of the other hands, so you can open this up. These do take, they're really quite secure, to be honest. They do take a bit of pressure to put in, and there we go, pop that in there. In fact, what I should do is this one, shouldn't I? I should do this one, and then we can do like a little and larger, just to, I suppose, look how far they've come. If you don't know much about the original Action Master Bombshell, there is a video of him on this channel. He was a European exclusive, again released only in Europe in the early 90s, and that is why they look there. Now this is the other thing that's just sold me on this, and I've got no idea why I didn't realize it did this, but it did. It does the gimmick, not as well, but it just replicates the gimmick perfectly of what the G1 Action Master did. So you need to take the head off that. You're then going to take the head off Needler like so. This will attach to the back like so. And then this will attach on top of the head, like so. Now that looks incredibly odd, but as soon as you see this, I love it. I love these figures. It's just a shame that they didn't get the recognition they deserved. So you'd pop that in the back, and then the gimmick would be, where's the button on this? I always forget. There's a little button. It's one of the legs, I'm sure it is. There's a gimmick on this which basically makes, how am I doing this wrong? I don't really want to break this either. Ah, there you go. I'll do that again. So you lift the hind legs up, that comes over, and there you go. Look at that. There is your perfect homage to the original one. So cool. So something so simple as just put the biggest daftest grin on my face. It's brilliant. Really like it. And again, I wish I'd have looked at this a little bit sooner, because now I know that it does it, I'm really pleased. And as I say, it's something I should, and I'm going to look at a lot more of these Super 7 figures as and when they do come out. I think though, to be honest, if I wanted to still, I could attach that. Yeah, you could, by the looks of it. Now, it might make him a bit top heavy. No, slight lean forward or whatever, but no, you don't really need to do that. And as I said, I like the fact that they actually are calling him Action Master Bombshell. And as you've seen, he is just exactly that. It's just an updated version of, to be honest, what is quite a sought after little figure, due to obviously the scarceness, because he was only released in Europe. Right, let's bring in some other Super 7 figures then. So I've got a few at hand. Let's just stand tracks up, all from different waves, to be honest. There's Megatron, and in fact, if I just move these over a little bit, I can fit a very amazing looking bludgeon on the end as well. Now they look brilliant. I mean, they do look pretty much exactly like their cartoon representation, so that's obviously what they're going for. And again, I've already mentioned a few times that they are genuine Hasbro Takara products, so they can get them with them looking exactly like that. Now I think I showed you, but if not, I might be getting mixed up. These aren't Masterpiece scale figures, unfortunately, so they don't scale with Masterpiece. You can see they're nowhere near. They are more about leader class, but again, they're not supposed to be leader class figures. They just seem to fit in, or they're about as tall as that, shall we say. They're as tall as what a leader class figure is, even though they're not supposed to be leader class, and they don't intend to scale with them. I'm just bringing these up to give you an idea of size of figures, to be honest, because you might be wondering how big they are. And there's an Earthrise Prime, there's of course a Generation 1. It's just exactly that, just to give you an idea of how big these figures are. But there's not much more to say about that. I suppose I could show you a couple of quick third party as well, just in case you collect third party figures. Magic Square and New Age, and do you know what, that's all there is to say about it. I think he looks great. He's a lot of fun. The fact that you can do the Action Master gimmick has just completely made my day. But there you go, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.